Alrighty, well, I'm going to dive right on in. The wonderful, wonderful celebrity mass of being a cigarette connoisseur on YouTube. Hello, once again, folks. It has been forever since I have portrayed myself in a video, and I really thought I'd share with you guys a cool smoking video. A lot of the time I do vocal covers or something like that, but I think this time we really deserve a good cigarette tobacco video. Before I start smoking, number 27's here. I wanted to do a quick history on when I first started doing YouTube videos in general, especially involving cigarettes or anything like that. Back in the summer of 2014, over 5 years ago, I actually ended up going into my closet and reviewing things like Virginia Slims and Marlboro Black, because it was a nice recording studio of sorts in my apartment at the time. And I would just go in and record myself reviewing the cigarette, and then I realized maybe I should actually start smoking these during my videos at some point later in around the time of autumn 2014. So I would light up a cigarette, review the cigarette, and as it went down the line, that was my old channel called Jackson's Back. You guys might remember me from. But this one, I'm just really just hopping around with different subjects. I have not posted a video in a while, so I'm terribly sorry about that, guys. But anyway, here we go. Marlboro blend number 27. I'm sure they had at least a good 26 tries to perfect this cigarette, because number 27 was something that I had a relative smoke previously. I only have about 4 left in there. I had a relative smoke these, and they really loved them. And it's a breezy day, so my cigarette box might fall over, but it's a really nice breeze. But yeah, my relative would smoke number 27s, and when I started smoking around 19, and they would just love them. They would just share one with me and even like kind of keep them to themselves, and I'd have to go buy my own pack of reds or whatever I was into. Usually I'm into more like Pyramid Blue. I like blue cigarettes, Eagle 20s blue. It's very available. Those are very available cigarettes in Wyoming. So anyway, I'll light up. One thing that's very disappointing with cigarettes is that, yeah, there's the breeze, autumn's coming. One thing that's very disappointing with cigarettes, once you get really into it, you're just looking for the relief, the basic general overview of like, oh yeah, I'm totally just going to continue smoking cigarettes well into my 30s or 40s or 50s even. But kind of that luster of lighting up your first cigarette really loses its tone, its flavor, its magic. Its magic is very important, I think, when it comes to lighting up your first cig in the early stages of smoking. So yeah, I found a nice new atmosphere here. It looks like I'm in a little bit of a foresty suburban area, which is really nice. And yeah, just doing my best to get through these summer days as best I can with things going on in the background. I am in a band. I go bar hopping a lot, but yeah, that's me in general. I used to be a pretty fervent guy when it would come to making videos, and this is something that is very important to me, and I don't want my fans to think I've forgotten them, like Snowy Croquet has fallen into the blithery realm of nonsense and old videos that get forgotten or get re-reviewed years later. I'm kind of worried sitting here because this is right next to a little garden area, and I'm worried because there are a lot of little jumping spiders around here and wasps, and wasps to me are like the worst kind of insect. I'm a little bit arachnophobic. I do think that jumping spiders are a little bit cute, but wasps will just chase you. Truth be told, if you leave them alone, they will just kind of sniff you out, and wasps will fly around you, then be like, okay, he's wearing a bright green shirt, I'll leave him alone. But it's kind of like we're the highest dominant species on the planet. We might as well just show wasps a thing or two with our raid or whatever kind of product you buy from the store. They're really just a hassle. It's terrible to have kids around them too. It's terrible to have like your dogs or cats get stung by wasps every day. Really sad. I saw this stray cat in an area of Casper, Wyoming, where I'm at, who had like stings on them and just like knotted fur, and I was very sad for it. I was very sad for the kitty. I love kitties. I really like the kind of offshoots of Marlboro, like the Marlboros that you wouldn't see most people typically smoking. Like for me, in a crowd of guys hanging out at a party or a little, little get together at a friend's house, to me, I see most guys smoking Marlboro Reds. If they have the money to just blow on a carton of Marlboro Reds, they get those. Me, I'm not a Reds fan. I don't even like Marlboro Blacks as much anymore, just because they're so strong. And that's a good thing too. You can smoke one, as I've stated before in my previous videos. You can smoke one and be good for like a good 3 hours even if you're not a chain smoker, because they're just so strong if you can resist. Marlboro 27 though are definitely my go-to for Marlboro. Marlboro Black are a close second, for sure. Marlboro does not have a particular non-menthol that comes in a blue packaging. This is more of a bronzy cool, like tobacco-y packaging that I really enjoyed. Number 27. Oh yeah. I was thinking today, kind of philosophically, like what angers people, and we live in 2019, and this is the apex, the ultimate tier 1 level of like people getting angry at each other online. I grew up in the early 2000s. Like I was a teenager probably from like 2007 to like 2012 or so, and beyond. And I would just notice that YouTube was a horrible platform for people getting angry at each other. And now it's all Facebook, and that's a big issue for me. Just kind of going online. I love Facebook. I love seeing what my friends share, their cute pets, their jokes, their memes, what they're up to if they're getting married. But at the same time, it's like, whoa, there are people, just going at it as a hobby, and I'm like, that's so miserable. I had to delete a comment on Fox News recently. I'm kind of centrist with politics, kind of in between. But I said something about Americanization of Greenland, like whether or not it'd be good. I don't know. I was fairly indifferent with my comment. And I had a score of at least like 6 or 7 people just totally just calling me out over that thing. And it's really good to vent to you guys about it too. But good to talk about. It's really strange venting. It really is a strange thing. I think if I wore a snorkel during this video, most YouTubers would not care. Like a